How it do, how it be, how it is. Welcome in and welcome back to the Fall of Hightower. I'm very excited to be continuing this journey with these amazing creators. And big ups to Ben for stepping up to run a summer series. If you don't know, I'm Sir Feffers. I am the primary DM for the long shot table, and over the summer we do some summer series where I hand the reins over to some awesome people whom I trust. And looking at you, Ben, I trust you, Ben. I trust. And
we all make mistakes.
and allows me some time to recoup. Two things to get out of the way, right out of the way. There is a Discord if you would like to see some visual aids that we use on the Discord for the streams, as well as join our community. We are as chaotic as we are wholesome. And if you want to get caught up on the 3 weekly streamed campaigns in season, or the 2 summer series we have going now, you can head over to the YouTube Jake and Feffers. That is it for the announcements. I'm Ben.
Hi, hello. I've heard there was a little bit of commotion asking for a recap, and if you've been here before, you might know a little bit of a thing called Menti Minute. The first character I ever played on a campaign was a Tabaxi ranger based off of Florida named Mentiroso, which is Spanish for liar, for anybody who doesn't know what that means. And then every so often I would do a recap in the style of Mentiroso, which is just absolute insanity. So if you've never seen a Menti Minute, buckle up. If you have seen a Menti Minute, here we go. So 10 years ago, there was a rebellion, right? And all these wizards were like, we're going to take over the world because we learned something new. And then there was a rebellion and the wizards won. Crazy, I know. And then a bunch of stuff happened and nothing really happened. And 10 years later, the wizards now run everything. And then you got like 5 people that are like, whoa, we should probably fight back. And then one wizard was like, I think I'm going to steal some stuff and give it to these people. And they found some people. And there's this child. It was just a decrepit, small child that was falling apart at the seams the whole time. And delivered all this information to these 5 people that were like, hey, you guys could learn the stuff and then spread the information and take over the world again. And the rebellion will be reborn. And they were like, absolutely, we have no further questions. Thank you, small child. And then the small child disappeared back to the tower, presumably. Then they were like, we should meet up in a Patty's pub. And they met another little artificer. He's a gnome, and his name is Daystrider, and he has a car. It's a lot of fun. They met him, and then they actually went to a bard college, and they jammed out. There was like a whole riff-off thing with all the bards, and they found another bard that was also part of a genie and part air, and then she took him out into the woods, and they met some other people called the Allied Rebellion, and they got some rocks, some really fun power rocks, and then they joined the rebellion. They thought the rebellion was already dead, but now it turns out the rebellion was alive and well all together. But then after that, they had to go meet the underbelly of society, the mafia. Basically, they met the Godfather. Honestly, if we're being honest, and the Godfather was like, "I'll help you, but you gotta help me a little bit too." And then they gave the thing, and then they got delivered that to the prison. There was a guy in the prison they really talked to, but they couldn't get into the prison. So they just gave a scroll to a guy to get to the prison, and then they were taking it up to the woods, and they were like, "Whoa!" But our guy's back at the barbershop, so we have to go talk to the barbershop. But then it was like, we probably should we're already in the woods. Might as well go in the woods. And they went into the woods, and they're trying to find an elf ranger who's very angry, but instead they found some other wizards of Hightower and they murdered them in cold blood. Can you believe it? A party doing war crimes, and then they did actually find the angry ranger. So that is where we pick up from. With that being said, let's meet our cast. We'll pop it off to you, Kurt.
Hi, I'm Kurt, also known as Mr. Kurtwise. You can find me everywhere on the internet under that name, including on Twitch here, where I stream the rest of the week until Saturday. I'm chilling right now. I'm taking a break for July for a little while. That's my vacation month. I'm doing this. Other than that, come hang out on stream for a while. I'm playing Kai, or Kailie. They are a changeling. I totally forgot about the character introduction. They're a changeling sorcerer spy who is currently, I believe, a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
In a shirt.
In a Hawaiian shirt, yes.
A land dragon, I think was the term we used.
A land dragon.
Yeah, land dragon.
And I will throw it to Jason.
Hi, I'm Jason Russell from Critical Dice. You can find me at Critical Dice on Instagram and Heaven Help Us TikTok. You can also find the stuff that I do and make and sell at thecriticaldice.com, including dice subscriptions, apparel, and more, and even some apparel from some of your favorite content creators like Mr. Kurtwise. And tonight I am playing the human fighter Barca because I like to take things that people think are boring and make them interesting. And he is totally not a cop City Watch person who is making a lot of compromises to make the world a better place, because like he's the protagonist on a show on FX. So I'm playing Barca, and we just leveled up, and so now I get to be a vampire, which is kind of cool. I'm going to throw it over to Ivy. I will not be taking questions at this time.
I wasn't going to ask any because I know that you would answer them. So, hi, I'm Ivy. I'm GameRaterGirl everywhere else that you can find me. I use she, her pronouns. I DM over at Dice Cream Sandwich. I play over here, and I'm the CEO and founder of the Crit Awards. So, if you have not voted for your favorite TTRPG creators, we have 41 categories, and we will be having an award show at Gen Con if you're interested in attending. I'm playing Jovanna of Pariah, who is a elven Oath of Self-Sacrifice Paladin, who's your favorite Joan of Arc inspired goth being. She's great. I love her. She's definitely totally fine. She's fine. I'm gonna send it over to Kiki for Mazie.
Hi, I'm Kiki. I do stuff. You can actually find me under that handle on most platforms. And if you cannot find me under KikiDoesStuff, you can find me under KikiDoesStuff due to character shortages. I do things, mainly cosplay, sometimes gaming, sometimes random acts of kindness, sometimes federal crimes. You didn't hear that from me. I'm currently playing Mazie, who is a Nixtery or a Batfolk. And they are a monk who's just kind of here for a good time, not for a long time, maybe. And we're here to make friends and have a good time. And so far, mission accomplished. Take it away.
Are we done?
Oh shoot! I'm Lekyre. I was focused on a whole other thing. I'm Lekyre. I am playing this tiefling rogue with the Essence Cloaked features that we've been play testing, and it's been very interesting. I'm able to take off my horns. It's a bit. Don't worry about it. And he's kind of a con artist more than he is like a proper thief. Very much a he's constantly trying to focus on morale and stuff like that. He very much has to be here, and so he wants to get the dub. And he's been nothing but concerned and stressed and anxious and trying to put on a good face throughout all of that. Had some interesting conversations with the party. I know that there's probably one coming down the line that he's not psyched about. And I think that's it for me. Over to you, Ben. You're muted, buddy.
You're muted, Ben.
God's quiet. Quick, take levels.
Quick, steal things. God's not looking.
You can't stop us.
Sin.
Okay.
Shit.
Oh, he's back.
Sorry, I'm back.
Oh.
Before we really start back in, I just want to point something out to Kai. The third sentence of the polymorph spell. This spell has no effect on a shape changer, which you are as a changeling.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I mean, we can't undo you eating people.
Maybe just don't do it again.
We'll play it like this. With your changeling abilities tied in with the arcana of a polymorph spell, you can combine those two to changeling into the beasts. But when you do changeling into a beast like that, of course you have to cast the spell, and then you follow all of the other rules of the spell. But I will say that because you're also doing it as changeling, you can unchange. You can just change back.
Very cool.
Yes.
That is very cool, Ben. Thank you.
Jason or Barca? Which one is Jason?
Jason is. Point of order, if it matters to you at all, technically Kai is a fae as a creature type and has the feature shape changer. it doesn't undo anything you just said. But if that's bothering you, technically it doesn't matter.
Oh,
But you're in charge. Do what you want.
I think we will just play it the way that I described it.
Awesome.
Feff, am I still quiet?
You're still just a little louder would be awesome. Thank you.
Yeah. You let me know if this sounds any better.
That's good. Thank you.
Okay. I have dials I can turn. Okay. With that being said, the last thing that we saw, you guys killed 2 wizards of the Hightower. They dissolved. You looked up. There were 4 soldier-esque people running towards you. 4 arrows shot out of the woods. All 4 of them in the dome. They're done. And then a wood elf ranger drops down from the tree line, yelling, "What the fuck are these people doing in my woods?"
Well, now nothing, because you shot him. Nice job, by the way. Could have maybe used that a little earlier there, Sky.
Hey. Why? Why are you like this?
Why are you like this?
I'm pretty sure we both know I was just born this way. So maybe if you could just hold off on the attitude and say, "Hey, Skype, thanks for shooting those 4 guys in the head for me." But also don't say that. I don't do compliments well. So if you could just, if we could just not acknowledge that.
I look at him in Elvish. I say, "Hey, Sky, good job killing those 4 guys. Thank you."
You did really good.
Yeah, in an Elvish back to you goes, hey, shut the fuck up.
Never.
Jovanna is living. This is her new favorite thing.
Lekyre.
At which point he goes,
Dwarvish.
"Actually, have you met my friends? This is Joe. This is," and then in common, Jovanna, our part of our party. This is okay. Kai, real quick, what's your form right now?
I'm in a T-Rex, but I will shapeshift back to Kai.
I just want to. This is Kaiasaurus Rex, our land dragon. This is Lekyre. Wait, are you cool with me using your real name? It's kind of too late, but
It's too late.
It's
awesome. This is Lekyre, which is totally not a problem. And this is, I almost called you Kiki. And this is Mazie. And you should never make her mad. And she's our special friend. Don't be mean to her.
Ever.
I will say back in Elvish, nice to meet you.
Kai roars.
Did you already
Kai
change
scratches?
Did you change back into your regular form and then roar?
I was hoping no one caught that.
No, we're on it.
I rolled with it, man. I was in it.
But yeah, no, Kai will shift back and just probably
This guy
covered in
goes-
blood at this point.
Great. And then starts walking away. Before I will allow you guys to react to this, Kai, in your head, you hear I think you finally managed to connect with us strong enough to hear us now. And the voice that you're hearing, it sounds like a lot of voices all at once, like layered on top of that, on top of each other, as if like every voice that ever was and every voice that ever will be speaking at the same time.
Kyle will just look around and then look to everyone else and is like, did you guys hear that too? That voice is wild.
What voice? This guy's voice? I thought it was pretty normal.
Well, no, like after that guy turned around and like started walking off into the woods over there, still kind of disappearing into the tree line.
Elvish, you prick.
Well, no, like I don't know. Would I have understood that as a Tyrannosaurus Rex? I don't think so.
Just gonna take 3 steps closer to the person who said that. Just
But there's
calmly.
there was this weird echoey, like a whole bunch of people were talking in unison all at once.
I think you were with the bards too long.
Hey, Kai, come here for just like 10 seconds.
Okay.
I'm just like gonna stare
pretty
into your
specific.
face. I'm like, shush. I'll just open your eyes, see if your pupils are really large. You taking anything?
Jovanna, what are you thinking right now?
I think that she's just considering how. I think she's wondering if a wizard has cast something on Kai, and or if something they had earlier may have a strange effect. I think they're just thinking like, goddamn wizards, like goddamn casting the stupid spells.
Okay, Kai, you hear in your head Jovanna's voice saying, "Goddamn wizards, goddamn casting their spells."
Well, I mean, yeah, like that's why we took them out, right? I mean, like I don't think any of them really got anything too bad off on us. I tried to like stay up on them, make sure I could do what I could do to make sure I kept everyone safe at the fight, you know?
You are very big.
What are you responding to?
You just said the goddamn wizards casting the spells.
I didn't say anything.
Barca, what are you thinking right now?
Barca's thinking, oh man, I hate this kind of stuff. Okay, pink elephants, pink elephants, pink elephants, pink elephants. This is gonna go really, really bad, man. Okay, pink elephants.
Kai, you hear that, but much quieter than from Jovanna, and also much quieter than the original voice.
Where are they?
Where is what? Stop
Where
moving. I'm trying to examine
I'm
you.
sorry, someone started whispering about pink elephants or something.
There's
gonna-
no.
I wanted to see a pink elephant. Like I've seen an elephant that's gray before, and this one time in the Feywild, my brother and we went off and we painted an elephant green, but I had never seen a pink elephant before.
I'm gonna back up 10 feet and think about being like trapped in a dark barrel.
Yeah, so the farther Barca gets away, the quieter the voice gets, to the point where you probably can't make out the words that he's saying anymore. But you can still just very quietly.
And it's gone.
Okay.
Well, there's a range. I'm staying over here.
I will also go over and stand next to Barca.
Why are you guys standing over that way?
Can I roll an Arcana check or an Insight check to see maybe what's going on with Kai?
Yeah, roll whatever you want and just tell me what it is that
Sure.
you rolled.
Okay, let me look.
I think while she's doing that, Kai would be like, "Hello, weird voice dudes."
What are you doing?
I rolled a
Okay,
15.
I'll respond to that in a second, Kai, as soon as we finish Jovanna's roll.
Yep, 15.
15 on
I rolled Insight.
Insight.
Mhm.
I mean, you can garner that he's being genuine. Like he isn't. This isn't like he just cast like a detect thoughts and he's just messing with you guys. Like he's not trying to trick anybody. He's very clearly, genuinely does not know what's going on.
Okay.
And so,
Interesting.
Kai, you said weird voice dude,
Weird voice
and you
dudes.
hear back the voice again. You are the only one that can hear us. Kai, you are what's known as a Linked Soul Sorcerer. You are the first of your kind.
So like Jovanna can't hear you, and like Barca and Lekyre can't hear, and you're telling me Mazie can't hear you?
Nobody has ever heard us before.
That's gotta be like super lonely.
There's no response to that. But after a couple moments of silence, you have the opportunity now to become one of the greatest spellcasters to ever walk this planet. It is up to you whether you choose to embrace this gift or turn away from it. Welcome to the Weave.
Wait. That sounds really cool, but like, what? You said I was a linked soul. What is my soul linked to?
There's no response. You do, however, start hearing Jovanna's voice in your head again, and very, very quietly, Barca's. You also start feeling what Jovanna is feeling.
What is Jovanna feeling?
Oh, all she feels is anger and rage 24/7.
This is new.
The anger and rage intensifies as you realize Skype has walked back towards the group. And so now there's more anger and just in your head, Jesus fucking Christ, if I leave them in the woods, they're all just gonna die.
Okay, I take it just like a step away. I don't know what's wrong with you or what you're hearing. If you took something, I need to know.
No, not today. But they told me that I was linked, a linked soul sorcerer, and that they like welcomed me to the Weave. But I think
did you go join a cult for like the 5 seconds that you were not with this group?
I think I would have known if I joined a cult. Jovanna.
Would you have?
See,
I've joined.
People always think that.
No, absolutely not. I've known you for, I don't know, 7 seconds maybe, and you're the only person I've ever met that I'm absolutely positive would not know they joined a fucking cult.
Oh, you came back.
Well, you know what? I've known you for like 10 seconds now, and I would survive in the wilderness.
Cult is just a baby religion that doesn't get tax cuts.
Okay, where are we? I don't know what this is. I'll wait till this wears off. What are we doing?
Well, right now, when I turn to Skype, we're looking for you.
Well, you found me. Well, that's being generous.
No, yeah, you
made a
found
lot
us.
of noise.
Yeah, we did, killing these guys who were in your woods. Weird.
Oh, congratulations. Your first murder of a wizard of the Hightower. What do you want?
No, actually, this is like our third, I think, actually. This is like our third, actually.
Oh, good. Love that. You're doing
what's your count?
Listen, buddy.
So 0, cool. Hey.
If you can count, it hasn't been enough to be important.
Or, you went to school outside the woods. Hey, so how's the job? You still enjoying being out here?
Don't do this.
Don't.
Oh, hey, haven't seen you in a while. How's the wife? How's the kid? Don't be that guy.
Wait, you didn't get married, did you?
Wait, you have kids?
No, I didn't I live in the fucking woods, bud.
Other people live here too. I don't know. You don't
Forest
write?
woman.
Why are you here?
Dryads.
We're here because we're looking for you. Because we have a notion to not do something smart, but to do something right. And we're going to take down the Hightower. And my first thought was, I know somebody who might be into that. But he wasn't available, so I came to ask you instead.
Kai, you hear in a very like dry tone, as soon as he said take down the high tower, you hear Skype's voice in your head. LOL. So you want to take down the high tower?
Yes.
And you want
we
my
are.
help?
Yeah, I thought it would be fun.
I'm completely ignoring the whole you thought about somebody else and you couldn't find them, so you came to me because
Listen,
that would imply you have another friend, and we all know that's not true.
Okay, that might be fair, but here's the thing. I know you don't. And if I don't give you a hard time, who else is? You've been neglected, man. I gotta catch up.
Oh, you think you know me so well.
I know you have that birthmark on your butt.
I'm gonna try an angle just to test out the waters here, and just kind of lean over my shoulder to Barca and be like, "This guy? Are you sure this is the guy we're looking for?"
Oh, 1,000%.
Huh.
He's also
Listen,
grumpy.
He's just staring daggers into you.
No, and I'll turn fully to Lekyre and be like, listen, if you want somebody who is the most capable huntsman you've ever seen, seething with an unending rage and general dissatisfaction with life, who wants to see all of, well, I'm going to guess most of civilization be taken down, especially corrupt ones and things that mess up the natural order, you want a guy like him because, honestly, he's the best there is.
Sounds like an
Oh, are you still
anarchist to
here?
me.
I forgot. Sorry. Don't worry about that.
Kai, you hear, I hate. That's the end of the sentence.
I hate. Jovanna's
You
pretty sure you
hate
just also
what?
described her as confused.
I hate.
He leans over and just stares at you.
Wait, Mazie, what do you hate? Hold
Listen, you fucking weird ass sorcerer.
Oh.
I don't know what spell you're doing to read my fucking thoughts right now, but I don't like it. You want to know what I'm thinking? Ask me.
I'm just starting hearing stuff, and I figured, like, if you're gonna be rude in your head to my friend here, you might as well, like, be rude on an even playing field.
You know what? You're right.
'Cause
He turns
I
back
could-
to Barca. I hate.
I hate.
See, we're all getting along. We're all getting on equal footing. This is a new thing, actually. I like conspiratorially leaned in towards Sky. This is a new thing, actually. I have no idea what's going on here, but there is a range. So if you want to, maybe like 30 feet, I'm guessing, if you're really worried about it.
Great. You must have total control over the 5 people that you want to take down the high tower with. Look, if you want my help, you're going to have to prove to me that you're worth it. And he starts walking towards the woods again.
So we're coming with you, or?
That might sound like a pretty good first step to proving your worth to me, huh?
Yeah. So we're going to be following him, guys. And I guess he has like a gauntlet for us to go through or something. It's fine. I'm sure it's fine.
Ropes course.
Yeah. But it's like a high ropes course. Like we're like 100 feet and there's no tether. It'll be fine.
Yeah. I'm here.
You guys are following him?
I suppose so.
I rope.
Hi, as you're walking along, you're still hearing Jovanna. You're still hearing Skype louder than Barca. So he can get much farther away from you. And then also as you're walking, you get random like glimpses of random things. Like sometimes it's like animal noises. You get like scared feelings, like skittish emotions. And then every so often, very, very rarely, you would hear like one crystal clear word, but it's not a voice of anybody near you or any that you necessarily recognize. And they don't make any sense. It's just like, as if walking through a tunnel on a cell phone. So Skype turns to you, Barca, as you guys are walking. He says, "What do you do?"
Me now? Right now, plotting the throe of, a corrupt governmental system. But before that, I was City Watch.
Great. What are you bringing to the fucking table?
Oh, I see. So here's the skinny. Someone stole a bunch of arcane secret knowledge from the Hightower and gave it to us. We joined up with what was left of the rebellion, capital T, capital R, and now we're recruiting. And we still have some of that arcane knowledge that will let you beat them at their own game. And we have a scroll with your proverbial name on it. That's what we're bringing to the table.
Skype doesn't answer immediately, but Kai, you get like a little flash of less anger, more hope, and then random names of people that you haven't met or heard of before are just like flashing very quickly through his mind. Very obviously, he knows people somewhere in the woods that he already has in mind for a team, but only you're hearing it. And it's not really like a cognizant string of thoughts. It's just like all of this stuff is happening at once in his head.
From the where I'm walking. Right. What do you bring out of curiosity?
I just move out of the way and let them talk.
He stops, pulls out his bow, notches an arrow, turns around, and lets one fly over your shoulder.
She's not going to turn around.
Okay, if anybody else turns around, and probably all of you would hear, you would hear an animal squeal and then fall from a tree 200 feet away. A little bigger than a squirrel. Not quite dog size.
Lekyre being a little zoned out and a little farther back, he would have brought the crossbow up and then brought it back down. A little wide-eyed.
Mazie's so tempted to like go after the thing that just died.
You've gotten faster.
Listen, maybe don't ask the guy leading you through the big scary woods what he can or cannot do for you. You guys want my help for this rebellion, and I'm not sure I want to give it to you unless you can prove to me that you are worth backing up. Now, I ask you one more time, Barca, what are you bringing to the table?
We're bringing the 5 of us with newfound abilities and power and the experience of what remains of the revolution, of the rebellion. Now, are you asking what can we do right this moment? I mean,
you said powers, newfound abilities, newfound powers.
Yeah.
Do it.
The second he says do it, before the it comes out, I'm going to use essence bump, or actually just push, and just do that kind of like Jedi force push to push him back.
Okay.
Strength saving throw if he wants to resist it.
You know, I'll let he'll let you.
Okay.
He won't like lean in any direction or react in any physical way. Kai, you get a very subtle sense of slight surprise from him. And he goes, "Cool, you can push me with your mind. That guy can read it." What else? Why am I walking into battle with you? With any of you?
Do you prefer to fly into battle? Joe can throw.
Jovanna's still not let up from the space that she is standing of, just like unimpressed with him.
I look to Barca to see if he would like me to say anything. Otherwise, I'm gonna stay quiet.
No, I'm kind of turning to the group like,
Okay.
Like, this is your chance. This is your chance, gang. Show off if you can.
I'll take a step forward. How do I want to say this? There are various factions we are bringing under heel and banding together so that we might find success. We have a few tasks that we're having a hard time finding the means to take care of, such as the harbor with the fleet, a couple of other things, the hated kin, and the rebellion, the allied rebellion, the AR, has been growing for a long time quietly. With these newfound abilities, we think we might be able to do just that. We might be able to move forward. We might be able to get rid of that which you clearly hate. You seem to have quite a chip on your shoulder, as to our old friend here, or maybe you're just like this. Regardless, we are the best chance you're gonna get of less mages running around in your woods.
Go ahead, make me a persuasion check.
$16 plus 12. I can math. That's 28.
Okay, with a 28, it's a very pregnant pause. And he walks up to you. Pokes you in the chest a little bit. He goes, "You have no idea what fucking chances I have already of making less wizards pop up in my fucking forest. But the fact that you guys have talked with the hated kin come out alive. The fact that you guys have made it to Two Rivers, talk to the allied rebellion over there. The fact that you're all alive right now after fighting two of those wizards at one time obviously means you got something going for you. So come with me. And he takes a sharp left turn and immediately beelines in a specific direction.
I shouldn't. I want to pickpocket him so bad, but I won't. Pokes me in the chest, and I want to whip his
Kinda
ass, but I'm
deserves
not
it.
going to.
Deserves don't.
While we're walking, I want to think as loudly as I can. If that's a thing, Kai, pay close attention.
How far away from Kai are you?
I'm maybe 15 feet if we're all like walking in line following Skype.
Yeah. Kai, you could hear that as a whisper, but it's also mingled in with every thought Skype is having, every thought Jovanna is having, and also the random thoughts of all of the animals around the forest.
Yeah, I don't think Kai is focused very well right now.
Okay. Yeah, I'll kind of look back to see if there's like a reaction and wait until we get to where we're going.
While you guys are walking, at some point, a couple minutes in, he turns just over his shoulder and goes, "Is anybody hurt?"
I know we all could use a rest, I think. Anyone else hurt?
Mazie raises a wing. It's just a bruise mark under her ribs.
Oh,
Yeah.
you sweet.
A little, but we're not going to fall over anytime soon.
We're tough.
Okay, look. We got 2-3 hours to walk through these woods. It's not necessarily a safe place to walk. He turns to you, Jovanna, and goes, "Healer, heal him. We got some time to go."
You with what right?
Does not
Okay.
respond. Just turns back around
Yeah.
and starts walking.
I give Jovanna a look like,
Oh, like there's just like a little bit of pink in her cheeks of like just bubbling out. She can't help it.
Her name is Joe.
Okay, Mazie. Thank you. I'll pat your head.
Yeah.
How damaged are you?
Like 23.
Marcus, thank you for the raid, friend.
hey, Marcus.
Hey.
Weasel
Um,
raid.
How bad are you looking?
My pain is a detrimented maximum health. It is not something that can be easily healed.
That's right. Okay. Mazie, you can have the 23.
Lucky.
When she pats your head when you're like her name's Joe, she'll just pat your head. She doesn't say anything. She'll just
Oh, that's not damage. Oops.
Is anybody else injured?
I am, but don't worry about it.
She'll just pat Mazie. And then at Barca's little like don't, she'll leave it for now.
Is Joe breaking out her book?
Not yet.
Yes, Barca?
She'll wait kind of until he turns around. Like she'll wait until she thinks she has the least amount of notice, and then we'll note.
I'd like to, because we've been walking for a while, and I know that Skype isn't going to stop, or like him telling the healer to heal was him checking on us, and that's as nice as it's going to probably get. And if he says it's to take like 2 or 3 hours, that means we're not stopping. So I kind of, what I want to do is I want to like get in the walking order, so I'm kind of close to Kai, and like kind of like, you know, a little casual conversation, and then slowly trying to like walk a little faster so that Kai and I are catching up to the front of the line near Skype. And if Kai isn't like keeping pace with me going a little bit faster, try to like kind of pull him, like just grab his arm a little bit and be like, can I keep up? Be like, yeah, so what was the whole land dragon thing about?
Oh, like you asked me if I could turn into things that weren't people, and so like in the last fight, I was like, I tried to make the illusion of a dragon, and so I thought really hard about it, and I wondered if I could turn myself into one, and I mean, I got kind of close for a first try, I think.
I mean, yeah, that was great. Like, were you in there, or were like you the thing?
It's like hard to explain, like where I ended and the land dragon began, you know? I'm sorry, can I try to focus on this conversation to block out the other stuff? Can I see if I have any control over like the bombardment of thoughts and emotions?
Give me a wisdom save.
Ooh.
Ooh. That is a 9.
You cannot block anything else. You are still hearing just random like growls, and then the occasional just insults from Skype in his head.
I'm sorry, Barca. This is just really weird. Like, I'm hearing bits and pieces of, I think, animals, and there's words here and there. It's like I can't not hear the stuff that's going on around me.
So you're at like a really bad cocktail party.
Yeah, like a real bad trip into the woods.
Yeah. Animals too, huh? That's interesting.
Not like words and stuff, more like the emotions.
Yeah. Huh.
Jovanna,
Yeah.
when
Yeah.
you take out your book,
I am going to be in the last of the walking order. I want the very back intentionally, and we'll then take it out.
okay. So you get halfway through writing Mazie's name down, and the ink runs dry.
This is a new quill.
And when you look back up, walking next to Mazie is an old, tattered man in red bindings with his hand on Mazie's shoulder.
Oh.
Kai, you hear the loudest voice in your head, and also the most powerful emotion of just divine radiance, sort of. Very pleasant, though. Like, it's a very comfortable, like, warm feeling. But the voice, it's like, have you ever shot a gun without wearing ear protection?
I have not.
No. Okay. You ever had something just pop your ears really loud and then there's that ringing and you can't really hear anything else? It's just a really loud ringing. That's all you can hear.
Kai will throw their hands over their ears and spin around to try to see what is happening.
You don't see this person. And this person turns to you, Jovanna, head over shoulder, and then hangs his head very slightly before completely disappearing. Everybody is going to get the benefits of a long rest.
Oh. I think the only sound as he fades away that Kai would hear in his head is just the snarl. Like, it's not even words, it's just anger.
Kai, after the ringing stops, you no longer hear Jovanna in your head. And we're going to go to break.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Okay.
That's fine.
Chat-
I'm not stressed. You're stressed.
Chat,
Jovanna,
during this
what the
break,
fuck?
I've got a fun little gift for you guys. We have a new video. It's called a meme crack edit. Big ups to the Idiot Archive and that Dirty Taco for the editing. There will be more content in the future like this. Enjoy.
Well,
And we're back.
Hello. Hi. Welcome. I tried to time it. It didn't.
You timed it perfectly. I just interrupted you.
Oh.
All right. Well, we're picking back up. Kai, it was just hearing very loud screeching noise for a creature that he couldn't see. Now he can no longer hear Jovanna, and this group is walking through the forest, following the lead of a very angry wood elf.
I think Jovanna looks more pissed now. If she could. I was looking for another pen.
I think I want to try this again, and I'll just be like, hey, so Kai, I'm glad you're part of a group here. I'm glad you're helping us get the pancakes. And then in my mind, just be like, I need you to really pay attention. Nod. If you can hear me. Hey, Skype, so how did you know that the rebellion was in Two Rivers? And my hope here is that if he takes a moment to think of a lie, that Kai is going to pick up on it.
Kai, make a
Look at his
Not a save. We're gonna do a wisdom check.
It's the same roll, Ben. That is a 12.
Okay. So you don't hear all of his thoughts in this pause. You hear a couple more names pop up, and then just like as if taking as if you're seeing a flip book, but with like only 25% of the pages. It's, you know, you can see like an image of Skype. There's an image of some other people that you haven't seen. You recognize Morth, but that's all you get from that.
Kai will just hold up to Barca.
And Skype looks to you, Barca, and in response goes, "You know, a lot of shit happened in the past 10 years. Not all of us started working a little cozy cop job in the city.
That's fair.
I have a question. Can I, on this wood elf, make an insight check into his posture to see if he is somebody who may have served similarly to like how I did?
What do you mean?
I want to see if his like stance is the same. Like, is this a soldier's stance? Is this a knight's stance? Is this somebody who has been battle hardened?
How's the footing?
Okay.
Yeah, Jovanna wants to kind of take into at the last 10 years. Changes her thought process of, wow, he just got a bad attitude, to, hold on, is he like me?
Traumatized.
Yes.
Scarred.
Essentially, yes. Scarred is...
Harrowed.
Go ahead and make insight check.
Okay, that's 17 plus 5, so 22.
22, yeah. It's maybe not exactly the same type of soldier posture that you would be akin to recognizing, but it's not aloofness by any means.
Okay.
And I think because you're trying really hard to focus, you would notice at this point, he's the only one not making noise as he walks through the forest.
Yeah, that's true.
Not a crunch beneath his feet.
Okay. She'll take note of that. That's all.
So you've been staying busy.
Yeah, I guess that's one way to put it.
I respect that.
My head's on a swivel.
So,
thinking they are being very stealthy, will just lean towards Barca and hold up their hand and go, "They know Morth."
Little smile.
You hear in your head, Kai, I know a lot of fucking people.
How?
How did you hear that?
Elf. So where are we going there, Skype?
You'll see when you get there.
That's true.
It's very apparent to you, Barca, as a fighter. This isn't so much him being just rude for the sake of being rude. He's not stopped, like, kind of like Lekyre head on swivel. He's doing that, but without even showing his hand. Like, he's not turning his head to look different ways. You're just picking up on like his ears are twitching, stuff is moving different ways. Like he's just constantly ready for something.
So not like in general, but like he expects that there's probably going to be, not if there is. I can roll if you want.
Check.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, 8.
8. Okay. Yeah, you'll be able to pick up just by the way he's going. It's happened before, at the very least.
Okay. Okay. I'm just going to kind of keep an eye on him, that if he tenses up or basically like changes into like battle mode, or heck, even if he just like dashes off into the woods invisible for a second, like because he hears something, just watching for him to click that switch.
Yeah. Okay. And I'll say, as we kind of fast forward through this walk, Kai, anytime you hear a creature in your head, it is immediately followed by the sound of Skype's voice naming the creature. And Mazie, I mean, none of you guys would ever like know this in connection, but anytime he names a creature, you're the only other person in the party that also heard it.
Oh.
Not that you would even know he's naming creatures, but
yeah,
you're hearing a lot of like very quiet
squirrel, tree, squirrel.
Yeah. Skitters, patters, growls, what have you. Very, very quiet. And in Kai's head, he is just getting basically the almanac read to him. And the cow says, moo.
Oh my god.
What if I don't say nothing?
If there's no other conversations or anything you guys want to talk about while we're walking.
Not yet, but Kai, I think, is still struggling with what is going on. And as they kind of like look around, as various members of the party like have thoughts that he catches on to, and he's just like, what, who, where? Every once in a while, he like very slowly turns and glances at Jovanna for a second and is like, before turning around.
If she picks up on it and she's in the back, so she'll if you do it like more than like twice, she's gonna catch on and ask you about it, or at least be like, do a little gesture. What?
And Kai will like try to sneakily like slow down a little bit until they're at the back, and go like you're the only one I don't hear anymore. And
you never heard Mazie or Lekyre. Yeah, at no point have you heard them.
That is so empty.
Interesting.
I'm just feeling like you've stopped hearing.
Yeah. You've heard Jovanna pretty well. Barca has always been a little quiet. You've heard Skype. You hear various creatures. Not all of the creatures, but various here and there. And then you also heard a very loud ringing noise when nothing happened. Right before all of you felt somewhat rejuvenated.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I guess Kai will amend that statement and be like, I used to hear you pretty clearly, but then like whatever that really loud noise I heard was, like, you're gone after that. You're like Lekyre and Mazie. Like I don't hear you anymore.
Really loud noise.
Yeah, it was like this really loud ringing sound in my ears. Not like the first sound I heard, but like I felt good. Like I felt rejuvenated. I felt like I was in some kind of like divine presence.
Interesting.
Because
Because what?
Well, that's interesting because
Oh, just divine presence. That's all. Just interesting that you would hear a loud ringing and then be unable to hear me. That's just interesting.
Marcus at the front of the group, just muttering under his breath, "Oh, my sweet summer child."
all right. Well, like cool then.
I guess just let me know if you go back to hearing me then.
Sure.
Yes.
Will do.
Oh wait.
Yeah. Real quick, before I like go back,
Sure.
you fought in the first rebellion, right?
Yeah. Why?
Well, like, it just seems like you have a tough time talking to people about stuff. And I get that, right? Right? Personal boundaries are like totally cool, dude. I'm just saying, a lot of us also fought there. And sometimes it's cool to talk to someone who's been through a similar experience. And I guess, like, maybe someday I could be someone you trust enough to talk to about that.
Hi. Did you fight?
Well, yeah. Yeah, a lot. In the first rebellion against the Hightower.
Against them?
Yeah. That's actually why I'm here in the first place. Like, I was summoned from the Feywild to help in the war, and I actually can't go back until the Hightower is defeated.
Hi. I will slowly turn to you. How are you so goddamn happy and optimistic all the time? Because I don't understand it.
Huh. Well, like, if I'm being real truthful with you, I'm not always happy and optimistic. But I don't think being pessimistic really helps much with the situation. I think I can help everyone out better if I'm, stay positive about stuff no matter what's going on. And so, like, yeah, I've seen a lot of real messed up shit. I'm not gonna lie to you. But I've seen a lot of real beautiful stuff too. And I hope maybe someday I can get back home.
I don't understand what your drive is.
What do you mean? What's your drive?
I suppose it's just I don't know. I suppose it's just this anger and this rage, and that if I can't have peace, then I will take bitter victory.
Why do you think we can't have peace after all this is done?
Because I don't know what I would do with that.
I don't know what I would do without it.
Well, then you can have my peace, and I will take my bitter glory, and we can call it even.
All right. If that's what you want.
For now. We should
You guys
go.
start hearing, all of you, what sounds like a young woman screaming for help. And I say sounds like as in, like, you hear help being yelled, but it sounds the voice of a young woman. You do not see this woman. You do, however, hear the sound of a young woman yelling help.
Eyes on Skype. What's he doing?
Grabbing bow, turning that direction.
Same. Pulling sword and since essence, I think.
Yeah. So when you doing the everything within?
Yeah. The sonar ping, basically. Yeah.
I'll put on my.
There's
Essence
a
Cloak as
lot.
well.
There's a lot of shit within 60 feet of you, Barca. Most of them are beasts. A few of them are fae.
Okay.
Kai, you do not hear help in your head. You hear, get ready, they're coming.
Jovanna's grabbing a sword and pulling her shield.
Immediately, I'm gonna put my hands up and try to get Barca's attention. And try to communicate you're walking.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Jovanna next to you is like,
so that he knew.
You guys heard weird sound, right?
Yes.
yes,
Okay.
Mazie.
This is your neighborhood, Skype. What's the play?
Skype has pulled out his bow, which, if you look really closely, it looks like it's made out of obsidian dragon scales.
Ooh.
My man
And he
splurged.
whispers in Elvish, I bring you fire. And the scales kind of open up and just faint glowing embers start pushing out from the cracks in the bow. And he notches an arrow and starts running in the direction of the screams.
I'm gonna follow.
I've put the cloak up, and I will stealth and flank.
Okay, roll me a stealth. 33. Jesus Christ. So you guys come into not so much a clearing as is just, small patch of less dense trees. The trees in this area seem to be a little bit less living. They're on their way to dying. There's some small hills, like rocky outcroppings off to the, just beyond. But there's like, it seems you just walked into like a random patch of dead wood in this forest. And then standing in front of a cave is what looks like it's a woman. It's an elven woman screaming for help. And then from inside the cave, you guys can hear growling. Bear-esque.
I immediately look to Kai for like the first time ever and see if they have any reaction to what they're hearing.
Kai, you are not hearing any more animals. No more beasts. You do get a very powerful sense of evil, just murderous intent has just entered your system. Not in like a that's murder. Like you start feeling it. And none of the voices in your head are asking for help. They're all very loud. And they are not a language that you recognize.
Then Kai turns to Jovanna and says, whatever that is, it does not need our help, and it is not alone. And I do not like the vibes here.
So we kill it.
Barca, with your sense essence, you can obviously see the essence of the elvish woman in front of you. Faye.
Yeah, I was going to say I want to focus on her. I want to, what's it called? Decipher.
So as you begin doing that, Skype lets off an arrow immediately, like sees her, pulls up, arrow at her. So I'm going to need everyone to roll initiative.
I'm making that decision real easy.
Putting on the combat music.
No.
I dropped my die.
I dropped my die into the wrong number.
It's an official episode. We've got a muted and a drop mic. Or drop die.
Not for adding an extra one. It's not 112.
Hold on, I gotta grab them.
16 for me.
Did I not right?
We're putting it in chat, right?
Yeah. Oh no.
That's a 1.
The way it says fuck.
Okay.
Really
My favorite thing is
encapsulates
that the
the
20
feeling.
is still a 20.
I've got one that where the 1 just says no.
No.
I love that.
It's one of the ones I made.
Jovanna coming in with that 18.
I don't know. So I get it for dropping my die.
12 and 1.
Oh yeah, I picked up Mage Slayer. Let's go.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
Oh, this makes me happy.
I love the remembrance of, that's right.
I've always wanted to build Mage Slayer, and it just fits so perfectly.
As long as you don't get friendly fire.
Yeah, that.
Don't be there when I scream.
Fix that.
Thanks, Biggs, for the follow. Gak, thanks for the follow. The sound of, oh, is the music too loud, my friend?
It sounds softer to me, but
I would say it sounds soft in here, but
It's soft in here.
that does not necessarily mean
It is
it's-
getting
Yeah.
soft in here.
I'm looking at the volume levels. This
We're
should
blasting
be
it in the
good.
other room.
Yeah, right.
The other room is the Twitch chat.
Sound is good for me. For the voice, music is a good level. All right. Mwah, 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 mwah.
Cool, cool, cool.
Okay, so first up, Skype, who pulls out this obsidian bow with flames coming out of it, notches an arrow, arrow ignites, and he shoots a flaming arrow.
oh boy.
Okay. Thank you.
Alright.
And Ben, the chat has named it the Bow of Ouchie. If you just want to, jot that
Oh,
down.
it's got a name.
I bet it does.
The bow of
It's not a name
Nagash.
you'd find in any book, though, because
No.
there are no good bows in the book.
There's two, and that's it.
The
Yeah.
oath bow is okay at best.
Right. There's a pretty decent one in Fizbin's, but
Yeah, Bisbin's it's pretty decent.
it's just the
Haven't
one
read
from
it
the
yet.
cartoon.
You know, if you hate ammunition, that one's great.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's a crit.
I was gonna say this is your boy.
Yeah, we're just here for backup. Like, we're his backup dancers.
Yeah, obviously.
Yes.
Where are my d8s?
We're the interpretive backup dancers.
Okay, so that is 10 is
Mazie would be the cutest little
14
dancer.
piercing damage.
There's the caramel dancing. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure
with
that's
bat
how
wings
it
though.
goes. Yeah, her arms are like.
That first, the elven woman in front of you is going to take 14 piercing damage, and then
Fine, I'm sure she deserved it.
Totally did.
22 fire damage.
More fire damage than the piercing? Wow.
Well, it was a crit, so
Yeah.
there's just more dice to double on that. And then I'm going to need a okay, that's a fail. Okay, and then from the arrow that strikes her, some thorny vines sprout from it and wrap her up completely. And then he's gonna take notch a second arrow and turn to the right. And fire off a second arrow in that direction. 19 to hit. That hits. Can do 8. And 6. So 8 piercing and 6 fire damage. And you see very, for just just a moment, the outline of another creature is wreathed in flames for just a moment, and then goes back to being invisible.
I can see him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you know there's a creature there, Fae. There's another one in the cave, another Fae in the cave. There's the Fae in front of you that just got an arrow to the chest and wrapped up. And there's a fourth one off to the left of where you guys came in. Probably like 30 feet from the center where you guys are at right now. So where you guys are at, the elven woman you can see about 20 feet in front of you. 20 feet beyond her is the opening to the cave. Not very far away. I'm like 10 feet away is the invisible one, like directly to your right. And then the other one is about 30 feet to your left, kind of just in the woods. So that is Skyfe's turn. And that brings us to the elven woman. Okay, which means it takes another 1d6 because of the vines. That's a 6, so it takes 6 more damage. It's bloodied. Oh, why did that? Okay. And it needs to make a strength check to try to get out. And she's screaming, "Why are you attacking me? I need help!" Does not make the strength save. So is still wrapped up. And that brings us to Joe.
That's me. So I watched him fire an arrow off into the woods, yes?
Well,
Woods off the
you
side.
wouldn't have seen he fired an arrow into an invisible creature. So you would have
Somewhere.
seen the arrow get shot like 10 feet away and then stick into something.
I love that. Is the arrow still sticking out? Does that let me see where it is?
At that point, it would become a worn object.
Okay. I was just figured I'd check. Alright, I'm gonna aim to cast Shield of Faith on myself as a bonus action first. So Shield of Faith.
Okay, you go to cast Shield of Faith and nothing happens.
Oh, ho, ho, ho.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Interesting.
All right. I've still got my lawn sword. Okay. I think I'll take a swing at the invisible creature with disadvantage if I can go ahead and try that then.
Yeah.
Okay. The first one is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 14 to hit on the first one, and then the second one is higher than that, so 14.
14 does not hit.
Okay, so I'll swing kind of where I think that they are, and then realize that I was unable to cast that on myself, and kind of glance at the others and be like, I can't cast, it seems, just so we're all aware, and then end my turn there. I'll step into this clearing and ready to swing on anything else that comes in my general vicinity, but...
Okay. That's going to bring us to the invisible creature's turn. Okay. And you guys see it turns visible. That's the phrase. I couldn't think of the phrase turns visible. And
Turns
that's what that
uninvisible.
pause was. I was like,
Turns
how do you
reverse-
say this?
Reverse
Turns
uninvisible.
I was like, turns
Turns
invisible.
uninvisible is my new favorite thing, though.
It appears.
Invisible.
It appears.
Apparates.
It turns
manifests,
visible.
Operates. Manifests.
And
becomes
It's
corporeal.
it's just this kind of like
It's different.
gross, old. It looks like just like a really, really old, like very wrinkly woman, like long white gray strands of hair, green skin, and it's going to swing on at you, Joe.
As expected. That's fine.
This first swing would be at advantage. It's turning visible.
Okay.
At like part of it.
Mhm.
Does a 15 hit?
No.
No,
It's
okay.
not.
So you get like the clank of claws against your shield,
Yeah.
just very sharp, almost metallic sounding, but as it turns visible, you see it's not. They're just nails. They're very long, sharp nails that it has.
Okay.
And it goes to swing again, rolling an 8, so not hitting you again. Just kind of coming down on the other side and hitting like a pauldron of on your shoulder, and just leaving a scratch mark on the pauldron, but not doing anything to you. And that brings us to Lekyre.
All right. Have I successfully like flanked? Am I off in the side? Like in the
You
wood?
are stealth.
Okay. Yeah, not the flanking mechanic or anything like that. I just mean like, am I off to the side?
Positioned.
Like,
Yeah, it doesn't know you're there, and you're not like in that.
Well, I'll see the lady, and then I'll see the older lady attacking Jovanna, and I'll take a shot at the one who has the ability to turn invisible. The old lady with the crazy
Fair
claw
point.
nails. It's not great actually. 12 to hit.
12 does not hit, but you are stealth, so you do get advantage on that.
18 to hit.
18 does hit.
That's gonna be. I have the cloak up, so it's gonna be an additional D8 of damage, and then the sneak attack. 18 plus 3, 18 piercing damage plus. Plus 22 sneak attack damage, so that comes out to an even 30 damage.
Cool.
And for my bonus action,
You're using your rapier.
oh, that was with my crossbow. That was
Crossbow,
from a distance. I will continue to sneak along towards. You said that it was a cave mouth.
Yeah, so if you were to walk straight across, it was about 40 feet from where you guys entered from.
Okay, I'll continue skirting along the tree line towards
Okay.
the mouth of the cave.
You have 30 feet of movement speed. I'd say-
yes.
Okay, I'll say you can get within 20 feet while
Okay.
skirting.
Okay. Cool. That's me.
Okay. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Okay, so out of the cave comes running a werewolf-looking creature. It's a bipedal wolf.
Hmm.
I think that's the best way that I could describe it.
I really
A
want to hit that.
bipedal wolf.
I really want to hit with my sword. I really.
And that comes out of the cave, and walks up to the elven woman wrapped in the snares and okay, need one of these.
Chat wants to pet the bipedal wolf.
Who's a good boy? I don't think he is. I don't think he's a good boy.
I don't think he's a good boy.
It walks up to the elven woman and grabs the snares and then rips the snares off of her.
Okay, maybe we know that.
And it starts moving towards Joe. About 10 feet away from you now, Joe.
Oh no. Okay.
We're all hitting our friends.
And that brings us to Barca with
Mhm.
Mazie on deck.
I really want to. Okay.
Give it.
Yeah.
Now,
No.
you said before we went into the combat that you
Yeah.
wanted to focus on. So
Uh,
I will allow you to do
get
that
help lady. Yeah.
As a free action because
Okay.
you said
Info from
you were trying to
chat.
do it beforehand.
Thanks, chat.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
So you can focus on her,
so-
but if you wanted to fully decipher, you would have to use your action on this turn. So I can give you the free.
Yeah, give me the
decipher stuff?
give me the free stuff. We already know she's Fey, but vulnerabilities, resistance, and immunities.
None of those, actually.
Great. Okay, and natural armor class.
17.
Okay. I know it's at least 12. Okay. I'm gonna pull down the mask and go for the hag adjacent lady who is near Joe, and for now we'll consider him a very good boy. And make two longsword attacks on her.
Against the hag next to Joe?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's going to be a 17 and a 22.
Those both hit.
That's frightening me. And let's see here. Yeah.
Oh, also, I'm sorry. You also get the species, correct?
Yeah, you had said Fey, right?
Yeah, so just by doing sensing everything around you, you get type, but is
Oh, species and
specific.
type, yeah.
yeah. Okay, hag.
Definitely hag. Got it.
So the elven woman you know is a hag.
Great. 19 total damage. And
Okay, this is to the one that's not invisible anymore.
correct. The artist formerly known as Incognito.
She's not looking good.
Great. And I will stand between Joe and the Wolfie boy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is
That
your turn?
is my turn. Yes.
Great. Maisie, you're up.
Who's swinging on Joe?
So there's one hag-looking woman that was invisible, no longer invisible. She was swinging on Joe, not doing well, but
Not doing a
trying.
good job.
She does not look good.
Good. Let's make
She
it
also
worse.
is
Stabbed
damaged.
twice, shot twice.
Wonderful. We're gonna make it far worse from her. I'm gonna punch the fuck out of her. Or try to. Let's see if it works.
That's my child.
Apparently Child is panicking because that was a natural one on the first attack.
Oh
Ugh.
no. Ooh.
And you're punching, yeah?
Are you shitting me? Yeah, I am punching. That's a natural one on the second attack too.
Oh.
Oh
brilliant.
shit!
You're going in dice, Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Time out.
New dice.
Go to Brazil.
Okay. Let's do this.
Mom, I'm trying to be a good kid, but I can't.
That's okay.
My dice don't like me.
It's okay.
So you're gonna take 7 damage.
Ow.
And your wrist is broken.
Ooh. Is that good?
No, it's not.
That's bad.
Shit.
It's really bad.
And Barca and Joe are like right there.
Yeah.
I don't want
Yeah.
to scream at them.
Yeah, in range.
I don't want to scream at you guys.
Don't take your frustrated ass shish down on us.
No. Is there a better dice?
Is there a better?
Statistically speaking, all of them are better than those.
I mean, you want to borrow some of mine? I don't know.
Yeah, let me just come over real quick.
Okay. All right. See you soon.
We're gonna try this again. If you don't work, I'm using the fucking dice thing. I'm gonna use a key point to try and hit again. Wait, let me see. Is that only when I land a hit that I can hit again with my bonus action?
I believe it's whenever you make an attack.
I believe so.
Yeah, you don't have to hit. You made an attack, right?
Okay. Yeah, I did. I'm gonna try and punch me.
Give me a con save
Oh,
before
wonderful.
you do this.
Oh, no.
Okay, that's better. Con save. Dirty 20.
Okay. You do not go into shock.
Yay.
I
pain
will,
is for
however,
later.
give you this stipulation as you are making your flurry of blows attack. You can either take 1 at no detriment to yourself, or you can have both flurry of blows punches, but you are going to take 3d6 more damage if you punch with that second hand.
How angry are you, child? The answer is angry. We're gonna do 2 hits.
Okay. Roll to hit on the first one.
Are you? I'm leaving.
Oh no. Oh, Mazie, no. Mazie.
Do you have some sage you can burn?
I have some sweetgrass, but it's all the way over there. I let you sit with crystals, you whore.
Okay.
I want that
We'll
on a
do-
pin right now.
Literally, I have it with
Jason,
play.
new shirt idea.
We'll do this. You're gonna take 11 more damage,
Okay.
and your turn ends as you start going into shock.
Yeah. Let's not take a chance with a 4th one. Here for a good time, not for a long time.
At this point, the other one that was about 30 feet away from you guys, Barca, that you saw off to the left, that starts making its way down. Well, actually, you're not sensing everyone anymore. You focus on the one.
Yeah.
Okay, so you wouldn't even notice this, but making an attack against Skype at advantage because invisible. So 19 to hit, 19 hits. Skype is going to take 15 damage.
Mhm.
And then the second swing while now visible. That's a crit.
How far away is he?
10 feet behind you.
This is okay. I want to use a reaction. I want to use bump, spend 2 hit dice, and impose disadvantage on the attack to make you reroll that crit.
That is
Against
a
Skype.
13, which does not hit.
Because that's my
So
boy.
it kind of just looks like this big claw is heading for Skype, and at the last second, it just like goes right above his head in like a really bizarre jerking motion. And Skype gives you a side eye.
Is it bombastic?
Not entirely bombastic, but it's definitely an acknowledgement. And he's like, I know what just happened there.
I have
And if you
teenagers.
could-
That's the only
if you
reason
could
I know
read
that.
lines like "hi," you would hear "dick." And that is going to be that turn. So that brings us to Kai.
Cool. This new entity, is it a wolf-like entity or a hag-like entity?
Hag-like entity.
Hag-like entity. Awesome. So I don't think Kai is smart enough to not try casting a spell on his own first. So they're gonna try to cast Maximilian's Earthen Grasp on the wolf entity that was charging it.
Okay.
Does that do anything?
What? Tell me what Maximilian's
Oh.
Earthen Grasp does.
So I choose. Well, I guess it would be. Oh, so it would be right in front of the wolf-like creature. It says you choose a 5-foot square of unoccupied space on the ground that you can see within range. A medium hand made from compacted soil rises there and reaches for one creature you can see within 5 feet of it. The target must make a strength saving throw. On a failed save, target takes 2d6 bludgeoning damage and is restrained for the spell's duration. As an action, I can cause the hand to crush the restrained target, who must make a strength saving throw or take the damage again. To break out, it has to make a strength check against my spell save DC on its turn. And as an action, I can cause the hand to reach for a different creature or to move to a different unoccupied space within range.
Got it. Okay. That is a 22 on the strength save.
That will succeed the strength save.
Okay. Is that your turn?
No. As I would also, since I am level 10 now, I am going to try to focus on the new hag that is charging in. And I'm going to use my bonus action to expend 1 sorcerer hit die to link my life essence with the creature, who must succeed on a charisma saving throw or be linked until the start of my next turn.
Okay. That is a 12 on the charisma save.
That will fail. So they are linked with my Master Weaver feature, which means I can use my meta magic or anti-meta magic whenever they cast a spell if I want to, and I don't have to expend a reaction to do so.
We'll see. Maximilian's Earthen Grasp is a concentration spell, yes?
Yes.
Give me a wisdom saving throw.
8.
Okay. Is your turn? Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. You watch as the hand dissolves. It comes up out of the soil, makes a grab for the wolf, and you are unable to maintain concentration on it as so many other voices are bouncing around in your head.
Gotcha. Okay. But I was able to cast it.
You were able to cast it, yes. That is the end of the round. We're going back up to the top. We are going to take our break now before we hop back into the combat.
All right. And for anybody new in the chat, we have a fun little surprise for everybody. It is a crack edit made of the usual Thursday campaign when we're in season, gifted to us by the amazing The Idiot Archive. Enjoy.
Well,
Another couple of minutes of waving.
We're just
If
gonna
we
say
keep
hello
doing
to
it,
each
we'll
other.
never know.
Hello. Hi. Nice to see you. Like,
I think I was waiting for you to say, and we're back.
I was trying out
also
a thing.
fell
I did
into
a
that.
point where it was like, we're good, and it didn't really,
oh,
it didn't really work.
that was not
Yeah, I was-
communicated to us
I
beforehand.
was looking at something
Yeah,
else.
yeah,
Anyway,
that's fair.
hi. We're back.
That was not communicated.
We're going to pop back up to the top of the round. So right after Kai's little soil hand pops up and then it dissolves away. We're stop. Oh, is that
Don't
the
mind me.
hand?
No, I'm sorry. I was hanging out with chat. They were like, we need a royal wave, and I gave it my best attempt. Thank you for coming here today.
Like all of us just
Um,
immediately.
The rain
So we're gonna
in
bring it up
Spain.
top with Skype, who goes to grab another arrow out of his. Oh no! Something just fell. Another arrow out of his quiver, and as he does, he whispers something in Elvish, and the arrow turns into a lightning bolt, and he notches that on his obsidian bow. And do I have? I do. That's getting done too. Great. So the hag that's right on him, he's taking aim and firing that lightning arrow at the hag point blank.
Or a frightening arrow, if you will. Hey, let's go. There's my boy.
Damn, let's
We all
go.
take
It's another
D6
20.
psychic damage.
Yep. That is a nat 20.
Kiki, has Ben just stealing your rolls tonight, or what? What's happening?
Yeah, I guess it's a good thing it went to the NPC on
Yeah.
your-
Yeah.
On our
Yeah.
side.
That's true. That's valid.
Is
All
he
right,
on our
all right.
side though?
Yeah, I saw
He's on
Alex
our
that.
side, and we're near it.
He's on us side,
He's
and
not
he's
on
not
their
fighting
side.
us. He's not
Excellent.
fighting us actively. So, like,
He's
Two
not
more
on their
D8
side, so that's good.
yeah, that's something.
That's something. Not much,
8,
but it's something.
11,
It's something.
18 plus 4 is 22 plus 10. 32 lightning damage.
Thanks for the
Plus-
follow, Questline. Appreciate you.
Oh, wait. No, that wasn't even the double.
The
That
double
was
double.
Without the crit. 9. Oh, wait, no. Yeah, I did this right. 9, 13, 19. It's 19 more lightning damage from the crit.
Who is he aiming at?
The hag that popped out of the woods 30 feet away and came and attacked him.
Nice.
11, 12 fire damage, and then double, so 11 more. So that's 23 fire damage on top of that.
Does she just like pop out of the woods like, ha, and then just like falls over dead?
Almost dead. There's 74 total damage with that one arrow.
Oh my goodness.
Is he hot? Now he's hot. Now we're all attracted to this NPC.
Yeah.
With that damage, Lekyire's probably like, I could steal that bow.
I think Jason has a picture of Skype.
Yeah, Jason does, and he's a good-looking kid.
I was gonna say, is he hot though?
I mean, is it weird if I say I think so?
No, that's what I want to hear.
We could get it in the Discord.
Doing it now.
Hell yeah. Chat, there is a Discord and there's a Hightower section. And feel free to enter in. Make sure you accept the rules. And any memes that are added might get added to the to the scroll you see on the starting soon in BRBs.
And with that,
Oh, he's hot.
shooting another arrow at the same hag. Which
yeah, okay.
hits, but I don't know why it hits. It was a 19 on the die. So
He's
that's gonna
not
be
quite Jovanna's type, but yeah, he's cute.
7 plus 4. It's 11 piercing damage plus 8 fire damage. So that's 19 more damage, and that hag, the arrow goes right through her throat, out the back of it, and then she ignites in a brief but powerful burst of flames as he then mule kicks her body away.
Barca's gonna be like, yeah, we get it.
And that brings us to the elven woman who's just released. She is going to look at Jovanna, and I am going to need a wisdom save from you.
Wisdom. Oh no. 16.
16. Oh, actually, I need to figure out what the DC is. It's like when they have spells, but it just tells you the name of the spell and it doesn't tell you what the DC is or anything. So you're like,
You're
okay,
like, wow, I'll use this spell, but I don't know.
Okay. Was that a flat 16 or was that with
That was
your
with my
auras?
modifier.
Did that include your auras?
Oh no. I think if it had the auras, be 8.
Wait, Ben, was that a good because you don't have it, or good because that's better turnout? Yeah, she didn't have it. Okay.
Look at the way he's smiling. What's evil?
I was like,
Yeah.
come on.
I've smiled that
16
way
still
many
beats.
times.
16 beats. Okay.
Yes. Let me see. Yeah, okay.
10.
So it just in a language you didn't understand said some stuff to you. And then nothing happened.
She's gonna kind of roll her shoulders, be like, okay.
And now it's your turn.
Hey, Ben.
Yes.
Before that, could I copy cast the spell back at her, please, with my reaction?
If you're playing Fall of Hightower Bingo, you can mark off Ben has an existential crisis when his players use the abilities he made against him.
I need Hightower Bingo. I need
Oh
that
my
though.
You
On it,
Can we make that?
I
roll
can.
me a wisdom
I actually
save.
used to have a board that for like all of my streams of like if this happens. So yes, we should have one.
That's a 17.
Go ahead and copy cast.
Let's
Excellent.
go.
So when a creature casts a spell, I can use my reaction to copy the spell. I spend a number of hit die equal to the spell's level. And at 10th level, I gain the ability to cast it for the next 10 minutes.
Okay, so it is a cantrip. So it's only one die.
All right.
And I need wisdom save. That's a fail on the wisdom save. So you just cast Vicious Mockery back at her using the same language. So you don't know what insults you even inflicted upon this woman, but she's very unsettled by that.
Your mother buys you Mega Blocks instead of Lego.
I was gonna say I was gonna say the Monty
Your
Python.
mother
so
smells
that's
of
pretty good.
elderberries.
That's exactly what I was going with.
Your mother was a
Yeah.
hemstone. Your father smelled of
Smells of
elderberries.
What a strange past.
Roll me 3d4.
Yeah.
That one
It
got me,
is
Jason.
5.
5. Okay, so 5 damage, psychic damage, and then also disadvantage on the next attack roll it makes before the end of its next turn. And so you now have that. You now have the vicious mockery cantrip at your disposal for the next 10 minutes. But you can only use insults in a foreign language.
Love that.
Okay, so that brings us to Jovanna.
Okay, great. So the hag that was in melee with me is that one dead?
No.
trying to keep track
So
of
the
which
only
ones
one
are
that's
dead and
dead
which
was the
one's
one
not.
that dared to swipe at Skype twice.
Okay, so the one in front of me is still alive.
Yes.
I'm gonna take that. I saw out of the corner of my eye Kai cast something, or at least seems to be gesturing that they can cast. So I am going to, let's see, I'll make sure I put a smite on here. Let's see. I just need to figure out which one I want. Hold up. Let's throw a Searing Smite on there. So bonus action Searing Smite, and I'm gonna take my 2 attacks. The first one's gonna be a 24.
24 hits.
Okay, and the second one is gonna be 21.
21 hits as well.
Okay,
Roll your damage without the smite.
without the smite. Okay. Where's my D8? There it is. Okay. 8. 5, 6, 7. So 7 on the first one, and
Okay. It's still
10
up,
on the
but
second.
not looking great. Like
10 on the
it's
second one.
okay. That
Mm.
kills it.
Oh, okay. And the smite doesn't seem to work.
The smite did not activate.
Okay, as I like run a finger at my blade to get it to smite, I'm like, ignite? God damn it! I just swing on them.
Not literally.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And I'll swing on them and get them straight across the neck. Let's go for the beheading.
Fully behead this hag. She's got a long, skinny neck, so it feels a little bit easier than you feel. There's like a little bit disappointed that it was that easy, but like,
Yeah, that's fine.
That's dead. So
It's fine. I've taken both my action or my attacks, my action, my movement, or my movement's all I have left. I've looked over. Mazie is the only one near me, correct?
the
Besides the werewolf.
the werewolf is
Barca
there. and
is
Mazie
in fighting currently. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, so Barca went past you. He's like right next to you, and then right past him is the werewolf, and then right next to you on the other side is Mazie.
Okay.
Who has very wide eyes right now.
Mazie, stay right here, okay? I'm just going basically ready next to Barca with shield at the ready, and kind of protect Mazie.
Okay, and that brings us to Lekyre.
Okay. I am going to get low to the ground and dart out on one of these hags. And the rapier comes out.
There's one, the elven looking one is 20 feet from you, and then the werewolf one is like 10 feet to the left of that. So you can reach both of them.
I'll go for the elvish looking one.
Okay.
18. As I come out of stealth. And the swing is, I should be faster at this. 23 to hit.
23 hits.
Oh. Can I, as my bonus action, ignite my stone? Activate the magic item I've got, this heart stone, essence stone.
Oh. Yes.
And then run in?
I do not remember what it does.
It allows me to get sneak attack even if I don't have an ally nearby.
You were attacking at advantage because you were
That's
stuck.
true. That's true. Then I'll hold off on that. And I will get my sneak attack in. My d8's failing me. 6 on the rapier. 6 damage total. Sneak attack damage. With an additional 12 sneak attack damage. Some low rolls. And for my bonus action, I will burn a hit die and cast and activate blur on myself. So all my features kind of get wavery and just kind of jittery looking and confusing.
It's like you got a tattoo of your face on your face, but slightly to the left.
I like that. I like that. And that will be me.
Perfect. That brings us to the werewolf motherfucker, who is engaged with fighting Barca. And you're going to get a claw coming down on you, Barca. That is a 21 to hit.
That does hit, and I don't have a reaction because I use it already. So go ahead and roll damage.
Okay.
Actually, I'm within 5 feet of you, yeah?
Yes.
And I have my shield up, so I actually have protection, so I can impose disadvantage on an attack roll, and I'm going to do so.
Okay.
Thanks, sis.
I got you.
Does an 18 hit?
My armor class is 18, so yes.
I tried.
All right, so you're going to take 11 slashing damage.
All
right. And it's now going to swing at you, Jovanna. There's a 14 hit.
No, a 14 does not hit.
Great. The werewolf misses you with the claws.
Shield. It's just a shield. No.
Clink.
You hit my brother.
And that is the werewolf's turn, which brings us to Barca with Mazie on deck.
Yeah. So the hag that used to be invisible and then re-invisiblied, are they still alive?
No. The only ones alive are the werewolf one in front of you, and then the elven one beyond that. But that one is not looking good.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna sweep out from behind the shield and just kind of mutter, we're gonna talk about that. And
No,
make
we
2
won't.
slashing attacks against the werewolf, their wolf. And I the first one is a 15. I want to do the thingy. 15?
15 does not hit.
Okay. And then the natural one probably doesn't hit either then, huh?
The natural one would not hit, no.
Yeah, but I know you like those, so do you need to do anything for that?
Oh no, yeah, absolutely. We're gonna do something for that. You're holding the longsword, that's what you're
Yeah.
cool. So that's about 60 feet in the woods now.
Oh.
Cool. Cool. Yeah, okay. Action surge. I'd like to drain essence, please.
Let's go.
This is my new 10th level ability that I was joking about being a vampire. I'm just gonna just pommel hit him in the chest like the Sorcerer Supreme does to the Hulk, and he needs to make a Constitution saving throw. I don't think this is gonna work, but I hope it does.
That is an 11.
That's gonna fail. He is going to take 2d4 plus my con modifier force damage. So that is going to be 6 plus 3, so 9. And he loses a number of hit dice equal to half that, so 4, and I get them, which takes me back to full. And he is going to take 9 force damage. I take his life essence, and I feel like there was something else. Creature takes
Confused as a werewolf can look by what just happened.
I can picture it very well. And I gain temporary hit points. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Temp hit
You
points.
gain 9 temp HP and 4 hit dice.
Nice. And then who is after me in the initiative? Mazie is. Oh, cool. Hi, Mazie. As a bonus action, I'm going to spend 3 of those hit dice he just gave me, and he needs to make a strength save as I manipulate his essence hold.
Okay.
That sat on nat 20.
But then what happened?
It rolled a 2, so that's it's a 6.
No. Yeah, so he is going to be... he is restrained until the start of my next turn. Yeah.
Thank you, Jedi Knight.
You're welcome. And that completes my turn, feeling pretty satisfied.
Okay, that brings us to Mazie.
I'm panicking.
Mazie, I'm gonna need a con save from you.
But I don't want to. Let's see.
At disadvantage because you are already under the effects.
The disadvantage is a 14.
That is good enough. You make the save.
Yay!
You can temporarily overcome the effects of your shock and act normally. However, attacking is going to have the same drawbacks. So making 2, that second one is going to require a con save.
Okay. And who's nearby? The hag died.
Yeah, the hag died, so the werewolf is the closest enemy to you.
And you have advantage against him.
He is restrained, yes. So Barca and Jovanna are between you and that one, and then farther away, about 20 feet or so from you, is Lekyre, a very blurry Lekyre, and the elven woman.
Hail Hydrate.
Hey, I'm gonna just kind of like awkwardly glance at the broken wrist and be like, okay, don't think of now. And pin that to my body as close as I can, and I'm gonna whip around to the werewolf. And with my not broken hand, I would like to punch it.
Okay, roll to hit. At advantage, it is restrained.
Okay.
Advantage.
Roll. Much better. 22 to hit.
22 hits. Roll your damage.
Yay.
So nice being able to hit things. 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay, you got 9 damage.
And then I'm gonna do it again with my good arm. And that's still at advantage?
So if you're punching again on the same action, I'm going to say that you would have to use the other hand to
Can
do
I
so.
kick? It's still a melee attack.
I will allow a kick.
Okay, I'm gonna do a quick bop with my leg. And that one,
Clap 'em.
it almost hit a 1 again, and I was about to commit arson. It's a 24 to hit.
24 hits.
Yay. Bop. 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Cool.
Is that your turn?
How's he looking?
Not bloodied.
Still
pretty good.
What if I just hit him some more?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend a key point for flurry of blows, and I'm gonna try and hit him some more.
Okay.
Get some more kick in there. It's all I can do. I keep forgetting the advantage part. Natural 20.
Hell yeah.
Let's go.
Which, since I have the Crusher feat, also means that attack rolls against this creature are already made with advantage until the start of my next turn. So, Barca gets advantage when he attacks if he
Yay.
gets there.
One more second.
1 more second. And that's double geese. Bonk. 14 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And the second punch on that. Or kick. Whatever works. 18 to hit.
18 hits.
Yay. And that's
This werewolf just watched a tiny little bat pop around a corner, punch him, and then double kick him.
just like doing that little walk in the air thing. 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
8 more damage. It is bloodied. That last kick, going for the jaw, knocked out a tooth. Also, those of you that have made physical contact with this werewolf, save sword. Probably the sword we wouldn't know. So Barca, I'll say reaching out and touching it, and Mazie with all the punching and kicking. It doesn't feel furry.
Wrong.
Kind of
Kailie?
a little bit
Yeah.
leathery, just a little leathery.
Questline, thank you for the raid.
It's like me, but wrong.
Welcome in, friends.
And that's the end of my turn.
Welcome in.
That brings us down to Kai.
I don't like that.
Me neither.
I don't like that description, Ben. All right,
So hard.
but I can probably do more stuff against the Elven Lady. So I am going to cast Vortex Warp on the Elven Lady, and I am going to spend 3 sorcery points to heighten the spell, which gives her disadvantage on her Constitution saving throw.
It was a 19 on the first one, 13 on the second save.
That will fail. So I magically twist the space around her, and I'm going to teleport her directly in front of me.
Okay.
And when she pops up, I'm going to use my bonus action to try to link myself with her with my Master Weaver. So I need her to make a charisma saving throw. Die.
That is an 18.
That will just beat me. Yes. Which is okay. And then I'm going to look at her, and I'm going to say, if you try to run, in a very serious tone, that Kai has not taken on before. Says, if you try to run, we will kill you.
Ooh.
This is your last warning. Call off your goon, and you might walk out of here alive.
Roll an intimidation check.
Oh my god.
18 plus 8 for 26.
Okay. That brings us to the top of the round with Skype. Skype hears you say that. And one of the voices you hear, which previously was complete radio silence from Skype. I mean, this man just fully shut it off and went into...
Bloodlust mode.
Yeah, the only things you did hear from him were... like in your head were the words he needed to cast lightning arrow. And you hear his thoughts of you're gonna spare the wizards too. Just kind of upset. It's not kind of upset. Very much judging your decision here. But he does not attack that one, and instead turns his bow towards the werewolf-looking one. And we're going to get another ensnaring strike on this arrow. He knocks it catches a flame, and he shoots. That's 21 to hit. That hits. 28. So that's gonna be 8 piercing damage. Oh, this is at advantage. Werewolf's restrained. Okay, we're gonna stick with the first roll.
You can have my advantage and Barca's advantage. Double advantage.
8 piercing damage, and then the fire. And then this 12 fire damage. And he's going to shoot one more at advantage. Alright. So 28 to hit. That hits. It's a very good roll. The first roll, not so much, so thanks for the advantage. And it's going to be another 1d8 plus 4, 12 plus 10 more is 22. 22 piercing damage and 15 fire damage. And you guys watch as the werewolf, all of the fur burns off of it, or that's what it appears to be. And when the flames die out, half a moment later, it's just another hag.
Okay.
Bitch.
The dog joke in there somewhere, but it escapes me.
Just another bitch.
Exactly.
They have an illusory appearance feature, so she can just look however she wants to. As long as it's around the same size and humanoid.
Okay.
So she picked a wolf?
Well,
Furry.
they were kind of going with a Little Red Riding Hood scam.
Furry.
Furry assigned.
Okay. Sometimes I forget how much this Venn diagram of TTRPG and kink is just a circle.
It is. Truly it is.
And that does bring us to the hag next to Kai, as it is the only remaining one. Or I guess she still looks like an elven woman, but surprise. And she looks at you, Kai, and says, like turns around as if that she was gonna call off the wolf, only to watch it burn. And she says, "Does this mean you're gonna kill me now?"
That's up to you.
And she is going to turn invisible.
Oh, I get to swing on her as a reaction.
Is that
if
an
she casts
ability or a
Oh.
casting of spell?
It's an ability, not
Alright.
a spell.
Damn it! All right. Yeah. No,
It is magic,
I'm not right behind
but
her.
it's not
Don't proceed.
casting. While invisible, she leaves no physical evidence of her passage, so she can be tracked only by magic. Any equipment she wears or carries is invisible with her.
Kai, she goes invisible, and I'm right behind her, and suddenly I'm right there, with Rapier being like,
You're actually like 20 feet away. She got void warped.
"Oh, that's right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Mappy.
I'm a little bit confused about the wording of this. Does this mean the way that this is worded? While invisible, she leaves no physical evidence of her passage. I'm assuming that
no
still
no footprints and stuff like that.
Yeah.
She's still tangible.
you'd still be able to
just-
get an opportunity attack.
He exists there.
Yeah.
Just do not proceed.
If it's an opportunity attack, it's just with disadvantage, as she's invisible.
Yeah, so she is going to try to book it. Which does provoke an attack of opportunity from
Not
you,
me, right.
Kai.
I'm not there. I'm over there. I'm a fool. Don't mind.
I'm so sorry for asking this. Did she, the formerly known as the wolf, ever save out of her restrained?
No, she died.
Oh, this is not the wolf one.
Yeah,
this
she
is the
died.
original one. Got it. Thank you.
Yes.
Sorry.
There's a lot of hacks to keep track of.
So many hacks.
So many
I
hacks,
rolled a
but only
2.
one bitch.
A circle, if you will. A clutch.
Okay, so she starts running, gets away from you. Brings us to Joe's turn.
This is the only one left, yeah?
Yes.
I can't see her to cast Dispel Magic, and it's an ability. So... Shit. I don't think I have anything to do in this situation.
You can hold an action.
Yeah, I think that's about what I'm gonna have to do. I'm just going to hold my action to swing in the direction of them because they'll be with disadvantages. They're still invisible. If they attack, oh, you know what? Yeah, I'll keep it where if they attack Mazie, I'll swing on them.
Okay.
I will hold my action, but I'm going to basically take up stance in front of Mazie. Because I see this and you holding your arm close to you, and I am concerned.
I am in pain.
Yes, I'm going to hold my action for that.
Lekyre.
Oh,
You're about 20 feet from where it was.
right.
And using, the sound of it running away, you have a general idea of where it would be now,
Okay. Then I
but
will.
that's not any closer to you.
Right. I will cross the distance as far as I can to my best guess of where she is, if I'm hearing her. And I'll swing at disadvantage. Yeah. With disadvantage, that is going to be with my rapier a 17 to hit.
It would hit
Okay.
if you were closer to her.
Okay.
You're not that far away.
She's so
You are out of rapier.
Just out of reach. And that'll be my turn. Bonus action, disengage. Back towards the party slowly.
Okay. That brings us to Barca.
Yeah. So, correct me if I'm wrong, this is the woman who was standing by the cave entrance calling for help, right?
This is the one that you deciphered.
She's not invisible to me. Pull out my javelin, which is a melee weapon that can be thrown. And I run up to her, say, I got it. And I'm going to stab her in her face.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I almost kind of want to like come up to her in the moment that her face is like, oh, like he can see me, and just go, yeah. That's going to be a 25 and a 15.
25 hits.
25 hits, great. And because I have deciphered her, I can do my extra damage automatically.
Mm-hmm.
Which, what is it called? I want to know now. Bolster attack. Yeah. Except those are the wrong dice because this is a different weapon, Jason.
So I don't know if I've written it properly in the bolster thing, but what is intended, I might have to rewrite this.
I have to call it first, but she's my deciphered, right?
No. So if you hit her at all, regardless of whether you call it, you automatically get the bolster.
Right,
damage.
but I can pump into more.
Yes, you can add another one.
Right. It's not clear that I automatically get it, but it's like, well, I should just call it because it's free, so it ends up being the same thing, right?
Okay. I was just letting you know that if you wanted, you could add another.
No, I think I'm good. That's going to be 11 plus 7, so 18 points of damage.
How do you want to do this?
Let's go!
Let's go!
Hell yeah.
So it's like through the mouth, out the neck, out the back, and she comes visible. And then just let it off the javelin. Just wipe it on the grass. Anybody see my sword?
Wow.
And that is the combat music will end. Click, click. I've clicked it. I control that.
I did it.
Holy shit!
Whoa.
The power he wields is too strong.
It's Sean, someone's got to end it.
And Skype walks up next to you. And he says, your bat's broken.
I got it.
Your healer can't heal.
Yeah.
I turned so quickly. What do you mean I can't heal?
I reload the crossbow.
Mazie, come here. Like the tone instantly softens of Mazie, come here.
Okay.
Your sorcerer can't hold a spell. I have nothing to say about the rogue.
And yet, and I gesture to the corpses.
And yet, you can continue coming with me. And he starts continuing to walk the direction that you guys were going.
Give us a second. Hold on, dude.
I will now attempt to pickpocket Skype.
As you should.
Do it.
I'm going to kneel down to one knee and help Mazie.
Okay.
I don't think it's supposed to bend like that.
I don't think so either, dear. Give me your hand.
So make your sleight of hand.
33.
Oh my
Natural
god.
20. Remind me, is this against passive or is this against
Against passive. I mean, it's your call, ultimately. But the way I play it usually is against passives.
You can roll for it if you would like him to roll
I think-
perception.
It would be. He would roll for it if he was expecting.
That's valid.
Which, while he's patrolling the woods, he is constantly expecting it.
Okay. Gotta beat a 33.
And he almost did.
Oh my god.
Almost.
I want you to know he rolled a 31.
Oh my god.
Almost evenly matched.
This
So
is a
close.
perceptive motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
But not perceptive
boy.
enough.
His passive is 25.
Holy shit.
Good for him.
So
You know
what I
what?
get?
Take his bow. No.
Pants.
Jovanna
Take his
looks over and is
underwear, bro.
What?
Give Jovanna pants.
Let me
Oh.
see what he has.
I mean,
Uh,
you
Take,
could.
take
Kiki-
his sock, but only the left one.
Make the other one just be sliding down halfway. But
This is the way.
This is the way.
How
I go
hurt
up and
are
I start,
you,
I
Mazie?
start destroying the hem on his pant, or something.
How hurt are you, Mazie?
It's actually less than last time.
It's more the wrist, right?
Yeah, the wrist is just fucking snapped. It's 18, I think, if I'm mathing right. Yeah, 18.
I will take your wrist and very gently just place both hands over it and start healing your wrist. I'll take the time to make sure that it actually goes back into place.
Are you using magic to heal it?
I'm using my lay on hands pool. So however you would like to rule that.
I'm gonna say you just hold Mazie's hand for a little bit.
In Celestial, you hear Jovanna start cursing someone's name.
That's not how prayer works.
It might be how hers works.
Give me
Fair.
just a second, Mazie. I'll very quickly take from my bag like a cloth and sling your arm. Hold it right there for me. Then I will
Okay.
step off away from everybody else, continuing with those string of celestial curse words.
Hold 1 sec. Give me a medicine check.
Oh, medicine. My medicine's pretty good from what I recall. Oh, it's +1. 18. Okay. So I will continue with this celestial cursing, and I'll step off to the side. Kind of waiting. Because she's making why she's cursing very well known
Oh man.
to the being that has affected this ability of hers.
We bet
Um,
he's weird today.
So you're cursing.
Yeah.
Just
Basically
off,
what-
you just walked off into the woods to curse him more.
I'm just basically want to step away. I was waiting until there's like giving everyone else a moment to do things while she walked away, and then we can deal with that in a moment if you would like. She is going to call for him and be like, "You son of a bitch, show up!" As she's stepping away.
I'd like to try something, Ben.
Mhm.
So after I get my sword back, which I assume is just kind of there.
Yeah, you just it slipped out of your hand.
Okay. I'd like to approach the bench. I don't have any healing abilities for other people, but at 10th level, I got Drain Essence, which lets me move damage and hit dice from someone to me. Could I make some kind of roll and reverse that in an attempt to heal Mazie?
So there is an opposite spell. Because all spellcasters, instead of having a physical ability to drain
Right.
essence, they can a spell called Drain
But
Essence. They also,
I'm not that kind of spellcaster, so I don't get that.
Yeah. They also got Essence Dono, which is what you're asking,
Right.
for the most part.
Yeah, I'd like to cast Major Dono.
I will allow you to do this. So
Okay.
you can expend a number of hit dice up to your proficiency bonus,
Okay.
and they recover hit dice at a 1-to-1.
Okay. Do I have to make any kind of roll for this?
Usually you would expend a spell slot, but I'll allow it.
Okay. Because it's coming away from me. Okay. Yeah, I'd like to give her 2 hit die.
Maze, are you a willing creature?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I'll like kind of like kneel down where she's got it wrapped up. I'm like, hey, I'm going to try and help you, and I have never done this before. But if it doesn't work, I give you permission to punch me. Is that a fair trade?
I don't want to punch you.
Great. Then I'm going to do this for free. Okay, hold on a second.
You're
And
nice.
Miyagi's and gives 2 hit die.
Maisie, you recover 2 of your hit dice.
So do I roll those and add them to my health, or do I just put them in my hit pool?
That goes into your hit pool.
Okay.
If your hit pool is full, then you can roll one of them and add that to your temp HP.
I think that just got me to the full of my hit die, so. Because I was at 8, now I'm at 10.
Well, yeah, so you would be 9 would be your full because you have the stone. So if you were at 8, then
Right.
one of them goes to that 9th, and then the second one you'd roll to add to your temp HP.
Does she roll one of her hit die or a D10 fighter hit die?
I think it's my
It
hit
would-
die.
It would be one of hers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Had to ask.
Okay. It rolled a 1.
Plus con?
I'm gonna need you to
what's
stop,
your, what's
please.
your con modifier?
So it's 3, so plus 4 overall.
Well, yeah, we'll give you the 4.
Cool.
Very nice of you, Ben.
You've rolled enough ones tonight.
This is a record.
We are gonna go on one last break, and then we will wrap up. There's not much left, as far as I can tell, of this episode.
What did I steal?
So
I want to know. We'll be right back. We'll be right back, chat. We'll be right back.
Bye.
Enjoy this crack edit from the Idiot Archive.
Well,
and we've returned.
Nailed it.
That's a joke for me and anyone looking at a bingo card right now.
Mm-hmm.
Woo!
We are back. We left off with Barca giving a little bit of his own life essence to Mazie, and a very angry Jovanna storming off into the woods, screaming in Celestial. So we will pick up with Jovanna.
Okay. So right before she enters into the woods, she's gonna turn back to Barca. Barca, as she's undoing her bracers, she's undoing her pauldrons, and she's dropping them off to the side for only wearing this white blouse. And she's like, if these go missing, it's your fault.
What do I do?
Watch them for me. As she drops them on the edge of the clearing, I will be back.
Do everything around here.
You do not, as she thinks.
What? Nothing.
As she continues going off into the woods.
What the fuck is she doing?
God stuff? I don't know.
Kicking ass, taking names.
Or taking names and never mind.
You want me to hold on to this for you?
No, not at all. In fact, after this scene that Ivy gets, we're gonna talk.
What? Huh? What?
Sit.
Oh.
And I sit down with my stuff in my lap.
All right.
You just hear from somewhere deep in the woods, thank you, as I keep walking. You think it's directed to you, Barca, but it's just off in the ether.
Yeah. Well, I know she's not praying, so it must be to me.
It's true. Okay, I'll find another clearing as best I can. It doesn't have to be major, just a little clearing, far enough away from the rest of my party.
Sure.
So she's gonna stand there kind of waiting, unsure if he wants his name called, because she's not sure of who else is around. But she'll just kind of wait for a second and see if anything happens. Red in the face, pissed off. If you don't show up, I'm gonna call on somebody else, and then you won't like it. Waiting. Filmater. I'm not gonna keep doing this. Please. He's gonna keep waiting and see if he does anything.
I gotta turn on an effect.
An effect? Oh.
Booga booga.
And I hope this is one of the ones that we.
Okay. That we preset.
So you feel a fairly unnatural breeze blow from behind you. And then you feel the presence of a divine being standing behind you. And he says, Jovanna, I promise you, I am not the one who left.
That's not fair.
Are you turning to look at him?
She'll turn.
Okay. I mean, everything looks pretty much the same. He's old, wearing a loincloth, cuts and bruises all over, wrapped in red bands. But one thing you notice that's a little bit different than usual, one of his wrists is broken.
That's not fair.
Whoever said any of this was for fairness?
I have been your martyr. I'm, I guess, a wayward child now, and I assume that you're going to ask me to return to how I used to be, right?
The fact you think I would ask you to do something that you are not willing to simply do yourself is enough for me to know that I've made the right choice.
I am angry and I am hurt. And with that, she'll the reason that she took aside the armor was she pulls aside that shirt. She pulls aside her blouse. And there is a very deep embedded scar that runs across her collarbone and in her shoulder, along with various other cuts. I know what happened previously, that in a past life, all I got were both scars to my person and to my heart. And if I had a flower for every time that I were to think of that betrayal, I would have but one, as it has never left my mind. At least if I had it, I would have something beautiful to show for my efforts. Instead, I am left with this rage, and this rage is better than grief. And the only thing that currently scares me more than my anger, which is my only driving force, in which I've taken my only solace because you continue to ask me to do this, is that I have them to lose. Don't punish them because I don't want to keep doing this. But if I were to die for them, I would do it.
You are not the first to be dissuaded by a pain greater than physical. But I am not the one turning any back on the people I love, nor the people that I hate. You say you gained nothing from your sacrifice, and then immediately follow it up by pointing at 5 people you've just met and would die for. You tell me whether or not you have gained from your own sacrifice.
Because I cannot stand to lose anymore. And I can't do that if you're taking the one thing that I can do for them.
The power I have given you to this point, to wield, to protect, to save, are far from the only and much farther from the greatest power you have to protect your friends with.
What would you have me do?
There is a cleric, a friend of your angry elf. Find him. Speak to him. Open your heart again. Learn. Grow. And then he vanishes. Mazie, while you're just kind of standing there after Barca has healed you, at some point you look down at your limp wrist in the sling, discover that it's no longer limp, and wrapped around it is a single red band, like a piece of cloth.
Friendship bracelet.
No, no.
Barca and I are friends now.
You can go ahead with your thing, Barca.
So, You saved me from a pretty bad scrape a few battles back. How'd you do that?
I thought you hadn't noticed that. Amongst my many abilities, I have found one specific one that allows me to help my allies with moments where my skill set would be optimal if they were to have it. Lekyre looks uncomfy.
Good.
Yeah.
I just want to say a few things. One, thank you.
You look surprised.
Two, you said you thought I didn't notice. Lekyre, I see you. And he waits and just lets that sink in for a second. Of anyone you've ever met, I can see you. And third, don't. There's a lot of things I let slide. There's a lot of things you want to steal, and fine. But the one thing you're not going to steal, at least from me, is my choice. Even if that choice is to die. Because when it comes down to it, that's all we have. So don't. We good?
Yeah.
I wonder if Jovanna's done praying yet.
Can I roll deception?
Sure.
I feel like this calls for it. $26.
Can I roll insight then, I guess?
Yes, I'm not sure what part of this you're rolling deception.
We're not
about.
good.
We're not good.
We're not good.
Okay, got it.
Oh, I don't need to roll. I'm good.
Homies are not okay.
Barca's like, I know we're not.
Ouch.
No.
Oh, no,
Barca's
we
like,
are.
"Need to be."
And if we're not, he'll find out quick how much we're not.
Mm.
It wasn't a threat.
Got it.
It was a promise. It was a if-then statement.
Yeah.
A hypothetical syllogism, if you will. I'm good.
If they're done, after a few moments, because Jovanna absolutely stood in that clearing and just stood there, contemplating quite a bit, and then she will walk back, much quieter than when she left, and walk to Barca, who she assumes has her stuff.
Yeah, I'll stand up with the stuff in my hand, hand it back to her. So, how is God?
She'll say nothing. She has no clever retorts. She has nothing to say. You will see, just out of the corner, just a very large and angry scar across her collarbone.
When I give her the stuff and then she's passing me, I was grab the elbow. I'm not going to look at her, but just so she can hear and just like, you know we're here, right?
Yeah. I know. You know your friend apparently has a cleric that we need to talk to.
All right. Let's go do that. Together.
I'll take the moments to start putting armor back on.
Skype,
before-
are you done, or are we gonna go, or what, man?
Yeah.
Can't
So
wait all day,
before,
Sky. God.
while you guys are having that conversation together, Skype is gonna drop down next to you, Lekyre,
Oh,
and he's gonna say, "How's that son of a bitch gonna talk about taking away choices when he is a cop? The literal fucking job is to take away people's choices. What a fucking scrub." And then he tosses an ever-smoking bottle in your lap, and he says, "You can keep that one. I've got another."
a fellow anarchist, I see. Notes to
Hold a
self.
24 on that sleight of hand.
Yeah, shit. Notes to self. Skype is ultimately, deep down, at his core, selfish. Guess that's the Lekyre.
I assume you guys are all ready to continue walking.
I will take at least a side glance at Mazie to make sure that they are okay. But otherwise, yeah, Jovanna will be very quiet the rest of this trip.
Doing that thing that a child does when they have a new toy. It's like wing out, wing in, wing out, wing in, wing out.
Do you react when you notice the red band on her wrist?
It's like the side eye and just a shake of the head.
Okay. You guys are continuing to walk, getting pretty close to the end of the time he said it would take. Kai, as you guys get closer and closer to this area, more and more of that interference, kind of like half words and real quick stuff like that, starts to pop through. And a lot more voices too. And at one point, Skype stops, just not in front of any particularly outstanding tree or any type of markings like that. And he turns to the group and he says, "Beyond this tree is people that want to help. But I need every single one of you to fucking believe me when I tell you the help is there."
Are they fake wolves too?
Fake? Did you say fake worlds?
Wolves.
Wolves.
Oh,
I don't think that they mean hags, Mazie.
Well.
Yes, I don't think so.
and then Skype takes 2 steps backwards and disappears.
Beyond the tree he was pointing at?
Yeah, but it's not like he just walked behind a tree. He just like
Right.
He just walked behind the tree.
passed
He's
a
a fake
parallel line of it.
Yeah.
Water tribe.
I miss these woods. And I'll walk through the barrier.
Did the fake wolf thing.
Does anybody in the party not believe?
It's okay, Mazie. Barca's on the other side. Jovanna will go last.
Lekyre wanted to go last.
Okay. There will you okay.
Oh, no,
it'll be
Awkward
the both-
standoff.
It'll be the both of them. No, it'll be the both of them just stand there
Yeah, yeah,
awkwardly
yeah.
and like,
Finally,
think-
oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I was gonna say I think Kai would just assume that they don't see it yet and be like, yeah, where are they?
But this is a thing. I need you to believe that it's there.
Requires faith.
Oh no, like he totally believes it's there.
and Kai's like so
Okay.
in this.
Like why wouldn't it be there?
Okay.
Now it's just Lekyre and Jovanna standing awkwardly next to each other. So like,
Oh, did Mazie go?
Mazie goes right after Kai.
Okay.
My friend went in there.
I'm gonna pull out the once it's just me and Jovanna, I'm gonna pull out the ever smoking bottle.
What is that?
It's an ever smoking bottle. You pop the lid and all sorts of fun, just all the smoke. Not perfect, but I wanted to give this to you as
And
thanks.
where did you acquire such an item?
Maybe I've always had it.
I'm going to choose to believe you, but I definitely don't. Why are you giving it to me?
You don't know. I smile and I walk.
Lekyre, do you believe?
Mm-hmm.
So you disappear as well.
Jovanna will just kind of look up to the sky, utter a single curse in Celestial, and then walk through. And she believes it.
So as soon as you guys cross the threshold, it's almost as if you've just entered a completely different forest. Suddenly it's bright and sunny. It's very wide open. There's probably like 200 people. Random creatures of all sorts just scattered about. At one end, you see a waterfall from nowhere, and there's rope bridges that connect. I drew this out. I think there were like 7 like larger trees right on the edge. So there's rope bridges that connect all of those with people walking, like patrolling the bridges. And then where the waterfall is, there's actually like, it's like if a big piece of bamboo was cut out and then put there. So the waterfall hits it and it goes out, and now there's like separate individual showers that are spouting down from the bamboo. So people are like washing themselves in the shower. There's a big fire pit right in the middle with like stadium seating around it. So a lot of people are just sitting in there. Off to one side are several like smoke pits with just like large beasts being roasted. There's lots of laughter. There's a lot of joy happening. There's children running around playing games. There are people making weapons over on one side, sort of like a field armory type of thing. But nobody in here seems worried. Nobody seems angry. It's as if they're not even a part of the regular material plane. Kai, when you enter this, you start hearing hundreds and hundreds of voices, none of them in unison, all of them overlapping on each other. Mixed emotions are in and out, most of them happy, but then every so often there's an angry, an upset, a sad. It's hard for you to pick out any one thing that is being said or heard. But there is one voice and one word, and kind of like the broken transmission. You hear, Kai. And it's unmistakably your dad's voice.
So I think Kai would walk into this place, and for just a moment before all of the voices hit them, like take it all in and be like, this feels like home, and then crumple to the ground clutching their head
Hi.
until they hear their dad's voice, and then they will like look up and try to fight and struggle through that mental pain and look around and just Dad.
You hear a voice saying Kai, but in kind of like confused. It's repeating it over and over, but it's confused at first and then surprised. And you realize after a second this is not in your head. And you see an orc running up to you.
Kai will, as is sort of like a tradition in their family amongst shapeshifters, they have this little like, but it's like a very specific pattern of back and forths to be like, yes, okay, it's really you.
This orc does not return the gestures. He's not a changeling. He is an orc that you do recognize from 10 years ago. You thought he was dead. You're looking up at the face of Kurtwise.
Then Kai will stare at Kurtwise and very slowly change shape as they get a little bit shorter. Their hair grows longer, like below their shoulders, and turns red as they look up at Kurtwise. Is it really you?
I thought you died 10 years ago.
You died.
Well, all right, guilty. Yeah, that did happen. I was really hoping you wouldn't see that, if we're being honest.
Well,
I should probably explain.
Please do.
Walking up behind him were a couple other people that saw Skype come back in and started like jogging that direction. One of them is dressed in cleric's robes. And Kurtwise turns to him and he goes, well, this is Chuck. Chuck's a badger, by the way. A badger humanoid.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, let me see if
I love this for me. I'm so excited. Ivy's excited. Jovanna.
Come on, you have a
Chuck
pseudo daughter who's a bat
large,
person. I don't...
He's a large
Shut up.
badger humanoid.
Don't talk to me or my child ever again.
All right.
He's
Just like me for real.
He's wearing the robes with the symbol of Algator on it. At least one of you would recognize that. And Kurtwise turns to him and goes, so I died in the Battle of the Rebellion. I mean, apparently you saw that, but then I wasn't dead anymore. And Chuck here was kind of standing over me, and you know his god was there too, and that's I guess that's how clerics work, and which I mean, you know, it's fine. It's not exactly for me or nothing, but So he brought me back to life, and basically, it was either I could live or I could die, and I went with live. But my patron don't really like that I got help from a god, so he don't talk to me none anymore.
So, why did you think I died?
Well, because a lot of people did, mostly.
And you never looked for me?
I mean, if we're gonna be honest with each other, you're not exactly an easy person to find. It's kind of the whole point of me coming to get you in the first place.
Did you even try?
Well, it was one of those things where I got found by Skype, of course, while I was wandering aimlessly through the woods. Me and Chuck were found by him and brought here. I don't really got much power left.
I'm gonna stop you. Do you know how long I spent looking for you? You were the one person I had. And you knew that when you brought me here. And you didn't even bother to look for me.
Kai. Look, made a lot of mistakes. I know that. But if I could possibly try now to make up for a lot of them, I think I might have something you might like. And he reaches behind his back, and out of a pocket in the back, he pulls out a piece of paper, round up like a scroll. And he hands it to you. He says, This is your contract. Feel free to leave it early if you like. And we're gonna end right there. Thank you guys so much for watching along.
Screaming!
I'm having so much fun, really.
Hey, Ben. What the fuck?
Oh, sorry. That was just for me and Kai, really.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Okay.
The four of us are standing off to the side watching this happen with just slacked jaws and awkward stances. That's it. We're like, oh, this is great.
It's like,
yeah,
oh,
you
the
guys were
X's are
joined
meeting.
by Skype, who's standing by watching, and then also a fox humanoid with a long bow on his back, and then also the badger cleric, Chuck, of course, and also a brown bear is there as well. Brown bear humanoid creatures.
Oh, cool. Cool.
Yeah.
So we're all just standing there awkwardly, like in a group, like just watching this unfold.
I mean, if it's
bombastic
awkward, it's up
side-eye.
to you. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, okay, cool.
It's
I
like
love
side-eye.
this. I love this for us.
Can't wait for next week. Wow,
I'm
what a
so
fun-
excited.
Oh.
Can it be
Uh,
Tuesday already? Again?
Is it Tuesday yet?
Tomorrow.
Is it Tuesday yet? Can we get
Let's
that
do it
going?
again tomorrow.
So thank you guys so much for watching. We're gonna be back here next Tuesday, and we're gonna talk about stuff and things.
We're gonna
and
talk about our feelings, right?
Yeah, and make sure you come back. I've been Ben Brainard, your super humble dungeon master. I have more stuff. If you want to see more stuff, I have a website you can go to. It's benbrainard.com. Last name is spelled brain, like the one in your head, ARD. If you can't figure that out, try using yours. That's all I had to say about that. We're gonna pass this off to I don't know if we want to end with you, Feff, or start with. I think it makes more
Go ahead
sense
and
if we
end with me.
Yeah. Okay. So I will pass it off to Kai.
Hi, I have been Kai. My name is Mr. Kurtwise. You can find me all over the internet at Mr. Kurtwise. I also stream right here on Twitch as well. I'm going to throw it to Mazie.
Same.
I am Kiki. I do stuff. You can find me at KikiDoesStuff on most platforms. Mazie is very easy to confuse, and I don't think she's ever been more confused in her entire life.
Oh.
So much has happened. Arms aren't supposed to bend the way they just did. Kai is not the chipper that he usually is, and Joe is more upset than usual. So,
But friendship bracelet.
but a friendship bracelet. We're friends now.
Well, if that doesn't get clipped.
Truly believes that her and Barca are friends now, even though Barca likely had nothing to do with that. I'm gonna pass it on over to Jason, unless Kurt wants to tell us how Kai's feeling.
I totally forgot about that. Yeah.
Please do.
No, Kai's was pretty overwhelmed by the whole voices in their head thing, and that has been replaced by sheer unadulterated rage.
We love to see it.
The Fae feels strongly under
Yeah.
every circumstance.
That was a surprise for Kurt as well. Kurt didn't know that was coming, so that was fun. But yes.
Whose turn? Oh, me.
Jason.
Hey, I've been and remain Jason Russell. You can find me at Critical Dice. And Barca is, I don't even know, man. Like excited to have like forward motion, and we're like getting the band back together. But then I think he's starting to feel a little nervous the closer they get to the end goal. For reasons, and is like starting to feel like the weight of like, okay, the happy one's sad, the sad one's super angry, the quick one's broken, and the other one's stealing stuff like crazy, and I'm just like a single father over here just trying to make ends meet. Yeah, that's my vibe right now. I'll pass it to Ivy.
Hi, I'm Ivy. I'm GameRaterGirl everywhere else that you could possibly find me. When I'm not streaming here, I'm over on Dice Cream Sandwich and or managing all of the Crit Awards stuff. So if you haven't voted for your favorite TTRPG creators that made it to our finals, make sure you do that because we'll be presenting awards at Gen Con. It'll be a lot of fun. Yeah, Jovanna is mixed feelings. I knew it was coming. I wasn't prepared for how enraged and upset she was going to be, I don't think. And she would never tell the rest of the party that she had been planning to die for them. So that was just how she was. I actually have a note for off to the side that earlier when Kai had asked her, what do you plan to do like after this? She absolutely planned to never leave the battlefield, that she was expecting to die for you and not make it out. And so she's got a lot of mixed emotions and feelings, and she doesn't like having them all on display because she can't help it at the moment. That'll be great. I'm so excited for next week. Feffers, that brings us to you.
All right. So first of all, everybody, make sure you stick around. We're going to be doing a raid. So, Feffers knows that agency and choice and things like consent, very important topics, and they should absolutely be honored under every single circumstance.
Jason and Pepper, good, dude.
Yeah, we're good. But Feffers has picked up a character who has been given abilities. And these abilities have opened up an extraordinary opportunity to talk about the importance of choice and the importance of agency. And that said, I'm starting to feel like I might be the bad guy.
Wait, you're just getting that now?
Yes!
What?
I've been nothing but kind. Lekyre is being presented with this concept of choice is important, and he has never had many choices. He has never had many choices. There is nothing but ultimatums in his mind, because that's what's been done to him. And so hopefully there's a growing experience, but we'll see. I'm Sir Feffers, the primary dungeon master for the Long Shot Table, and hit up the YouTube if you would like to watch fully edited episodes of the 3 weekly campaigns, or the 2 that we've got currently in the summer series. Tune in Thursday, where Critfell Jake is running a Adventures in Middle-earth campaign. It's a Lord of the Rings summer series, and it's brutal, guys. It's really, really hard. They made these modules brutal. We had, just by traveling, 2 stacks of exhaustion just going in to the episode. Anyway. I hope you all have a phenomenal rest of your evening. I will see you tomorrow. I'm going to do some solo streaming, and everyone pile into this raid. Oh, and hit up the Discord, because reasons.
There's memes and a bingo card.
So many memes.
Good night, friendos.
Toodles.